If you think you're secure online, then I hate to break it to you, but you've probably already been compromised. And no, incognito mode doesn't count. Here's why total safety is a myth and what actually does help. Truth be told, you're never going to be 100% protected online. Not because you're doing it wrong, but because the internet was never built for privacy in the first place. It was built for speed, convenience, and connection. Security, well, that came later as duct tape. Every app you install, every account you create, every accept all cookies you click, well, that's one more crack in the system. And even if you do everything right, your data still lives on servers that you have no control over, run by people that you don't know. So yeah, total privacy is pretty much impossible. But that doesn't mean that we stop trying. It means that we stop aiming for perfection and start building smarter habits that actually work in the real world. In case you're new here, this is Safety Detectives, where we break down online threats, tools, and privacy tips without any BS. Let's get right into it. So what is the problem exactly? You've got a VPN, use a password manager, block trackers, avoid sketchy sites, and somehow your data still ends up in a breach from a service that you forgot even existed. That's the problem. You're not just defending yourself, you're defending every company that you've ever trusted. And most of them don't exactly have a great track record. Now, add to that phones that are constantly pinging your location data, browsers fingerprinting your setup, emails leaking in giant hacks that you never hear about, and suddenly staying private online feels like trying to keep dry in a thunderstorm with a paper umbrella. That's why people either give up or go full tinfoil. But we're not doing either. There is a middle path, and that's where the smart stuff starts. So here's how to actually take control without going full hacker mode. You can't stop every leak, breach, or creepy tracker, but you can make yourself a harder target. Here's what works, and no, it doesn't involve switching to Linux or wrapping your phone in foil. Step one is getting a password manager, like right now. Okay, if you only do one thing from this video, make it this step. Get a password manager. Most people have hundreds of accounts, but only like 5 different passwords if they're lucky. One for Netflix, one for email, and then a few sad variations of the same already weak password. Password 123, password 123 exclamation mark, and the classic password 123 exclamation mark with your birthday slapped on the end of it. Sound familiar? Well, here's the problem. All it takes is one leak from a random site that you don't even use anymore, and a hacker now has the login info for your email, your banking app, and really your entire digital life. A password manager fixes that. It creates strong, unique passwords for every account that you have, remembers them for you, and autofills when you need them. So instead of juggling dozens of logins, you just remember one master password and that's it. It's safer, faster, and honestly, way less stressful. You don't need sticky notes, you don't need a spreadsheet, you just need to stop winging it. And yeah, most of the free ones actually have pretty solid free plans. We've also broken down how to create a strong password that's easy to remember, so check that out after this video if you need help. But this is a one-time setup that protects everything, no brainer. Now, step 2 is to use emails the safe way. Most people use one email address for everything: shopping, work, social media, and banking, and that's a problem. Again, it only takes one sketchy website or one data breach and suddenly your inbox is full of spam, phishing attempts, and worse. Using email aliases gives you more control. Instead of handing out your real email to every single website you visit, you generate throwaway addresses that forward to your main email inbox. That way, if one of them does get leaked or starts getting spammed, you just delete it. No cleanup, no stress. Then there's the privacy angle. Most big-name email servers scan your messages. Yes, even the secure ones. If you want real privacy, switch to encrypted email providers like ProtonMail. They don't log your IP address, they don't scan your messages, and everything is locked down with end-to-end encryption by default. This won't stop every attack, but it does cut off a major source that advertisers and scammers rely on. It's a simple switch that keeps your personal life a lot more private. If you want to know which tools to use and how to set them up, then watch this video. Step number 3 is to ditch your default browser. Your browser is where 90% of your internet life happens. So if you're using one that's built to collect data, not protect it, then you're starting from behind. Chrome is fast, it works, but it also tracks nearly everything you do. Your searches, your clicks, the sites you visit, Google uses all of it to build a profile on you. And no, incognito mode doesn't stop that. It just hides your history from other people using the same device. Google still sees everything, so what's the fix? Well, stop using a browser built by an ad company. Instead, switch to Firefox or Brave. These browsers are built with privacy as the default purpose. They block ads and trackers right out of the box, no plugins or setup required. You get fewer data leaks, less fingerprinting, and a whole lot less noise. They also give you more control over what gets stored, what gets blocked, and who gets access. And unlike Chrome, they're not constantly asking you to sign in or personalize your experience. They just work and they respect your choices. We've actually reviewed Brave's privacy tools in depth, so check it out if you're serious about switching. Step 4 is especially important if you use your phone everywhere, and that is to use a VPN. You probably connect your phone to public Wi-Fi all the time. Cafes, airports, hotel lobbies, wherever there's a free signal, you probably connect to it. And every time you do that without a VPN, you're exposed. Your messages, your logins, your browsing, it's all potentially visible to anyone snooping on that network. But a VPN encrypts that traffic, meaning it runs in the background and locks everything down, so even if someone is watching the same Wi-Fi, they can't see what you are doing. But here's the part that most people miss. Some VPNs are built for desktop and feel very clunky on mobile. You want one that is fast, doesn't drain your battery, and doesn't break your apps. We actually tested the top mobile options to see which ones actually hold up, so check out our video on the best VPNs for Android in 2024, including the ones with the best speed, security, and usability. If your phone is your main device, which is probably most of us, then this isn't optional. Your priorities, your rules. By now, you've probably realized something. Online privacy isn't a one-size-fits-all thing. If you're a journalist, your priorities are different from someone just trying to stop spam emails. If you travel a lot, then you probably care a lot more about VPNs. If you're tired of phishing emails, then maybe start with an alias. The point is, you don't have to fix everything at once. Start with what matters to you and build from there. If you want a list of the best tools that we trust, then check out the description down below. We've actually tested password managers, VPNs, browsers, and more, so you don't have to guess. And if you've already started your privacy journey, then drop us a comment down below. What has worked for you? What's still confusing? And what do you want us to cover in future videos? But as always, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.